I don't even know where to start, because I have to tell you, for me, and I'm so serious in this, my favorite scenes were the ones with you two. Maybe it was because I'm a parent, I don't know. I think about them and I want to get teary-eyed. How was it, embodying these parents and getting the humanity and showing that so beautifully?
Thank you. It's. I feel like I feel very lucky and blessed to have been asked to be a part of this movie, and the parenthood part is kind of the best dish that I saw in the script. I loved it because of the heart and supplying the backstory to what drives this man that becomes Superman, but to us is our child that we cared for and protected all the way through up until he was prepared to reveal his superpowers,
Kevin, for you, I mean, come on, how can you not bring your own fatherly instincts into playing a role like this?
Well, I think you do, and I think that, I think that we didn't try to put too much English on it. We basically saw what it was, we embraced the words, and we said them. We didn't wink at them.
Working with somebody like Henry Cavill, why do you think that he made the perfect Man of Steel?
I've said it before, I don't mind repeating myself. I think that he has a type of earnestness that you can't, maybe you can fake it. I don't know. I hope he's not that good, because he really possesses that himself, and he brings that with him wherever he goes. I Googled him before we did the show, I was like, who's Henry? Oh, I remember him from the Tudors. Yes, he's wonderful. But then I saw him doing interviews, these kinds of things, and he's very present, and he cares, and he brings all of himself to whatever he does. And I think that's learned, so he was raised well. I give his parents the credit in real life too,
Kevin, how about for you, working with someone like that?
I think, listen, sometimes when someone's far away and they're hunched over and their hair is gray, you think old, right? He looks the part, at first. I mean, he has to have all the things that Diane just described, but at first blush, he looks the part. And that's really important, Then it's not easy what comes out of your mouth, because then we think, well, if I look the part, there's a bunch of good-looking guys in the world. Maybe Henry comes in 50th of guys with dark hair and a curl. He's still a handsome guy, but he can act.
How important was Superman to you guys growing up, Kevin?
What was that?
How important was Superman to you growing up?
Not important at all.
Didn't get the comics, or you just weren't into? Was there any superhero?
Yeah, I didn't buy into it, right? I didn't buy into it. Because I'm more of a realist, and I go, well, how did he get there? How did he get there? I got Lois easier,
Okay, understandable. How about for you, Diane? Was it, something? Because
I grew up with a black and white television show with George Reeves in the late morning. I knew that every time I watched it, I was late for school, and I didn't care because that was my priority. I wanted to hear those sounds. Did you just make that sound?
I did. You heard that?
Yeah, I did.
Because I was trying to think, I was listening to the black and white too. It's like, why
the
didn't I
best.
buy into it? Because, anybody comes in at like 100 miles an hour, they don't just go. I think, because I tried that, and I ended up over there with a little momentum.
A little more suspended disbelief, Kevin. You just got to surrender to it a little bit.
I said,
He's
look,
a realist.
And you have daughters too, right? So they probably weren't really into,
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. Zack Snyder, to me, he's just like a big kid. Why is he the perfect guy to direct this movie?
Oh my gosh. Well, he's got so much heart himself that he brings to what he does, and he's always asking the believable question of the moment. So he had to pass Kevin's test of believability, but he's good at it. That's what he does. He goes the next level of, let's not just do the obvious, but let's go a little bit deeper into the uncomfortable aspect of the scene.
What did you like about working with Zach?
Well, I think, if someone says they're going to reinvent something, they better do it.
That's a tall order.
And not everybody in the world can do that. And, all you need to do is look at that picture, and go, that's reinvention right there. You know what I mean? It's just red on red. So it's smart. He's smart about it. He can do it. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do what Zach does. And I don't know a lot of people that could.
Yeah, I want to ask you, because is it hard for you to get on a set and kind of put away your director mode and just be actor mode?
No, I'm so glad the pressure's sitting on that guy every day where to move the camera. It's, you know, I mean, well, I think that the one thing that you want on your set are good actors. I know that when I've directed, I've always benefited from good actors. I think Zach defies the conventional wisdom, because a lot of these a lot of movies, they don't invest a lot of times in the acting. And Zach started off, said, no, I want actors that I want in these movies.
Kevin, for you, for this point in your career, what is it about a script? You know, we saw you in the Hatfield McCoys. Oh my God, it was so amazing. And what is it when you get a script now and you decide, okay, I'll do it, or maybe I won't? What is it for you?
There usually has to be something that you feel like you could say better than anybody else, or maybe that's too lofty. Maybe a thing you wish you would have said, and I'd like to be the one to get to say that. You know, so if I don't find a passage that I think I'm ready to put a spin on that, you know, and I feel like if I do, the words will be heard. That's kind of where it comes
It's
from.
always good to see you, and you're still keeping up with your music. I know we've seen you in Toronto and been playing
was
with
just
your
at the
band.
Kremlin. Weren't you just at the Kremlin?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what was that like?
It was, you had a lot of security, and I basically stood in front of a bunch of people, and I didn't know what to say. Finally, I said, I'm American, I'm going to play really loud right now. And that's really how I started.
Holy
fun.
cool. Oh my God, that
Yeah.
just gave me like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
I'm American, I'm going to play really loud right now.
That's amazing. Well, like I say, the two of you made this movie for me. You really were fantastic, and congratulations. And
Thanks.
just please keep them coming, because you're both so fantastic.
Sweet of you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Nice to talk to you both.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S.
How about super?
Excuse me.
When the world finds out what you can do, it's going to change everything.
You okay?
What are you smiling about, Captain?
I just think he's kind of hot.
Experience it in IMAX 3D. Starts June 14th.